Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer.
What is going on, everybody? We are back now. The weeks are winding down and things are only getting more exciting. I'm joined here today by my good friend, co-caster, top prospect player, the one, the only Jaegers. How you doing, Jaegers?
Pretty good, Merely. I don't know about that top prospect part, but I'm happy
Oh,
to
it's
be
true. It's
here.
true.
I'm not sure if we've actually casted a game together this season, so I'm actually excited to get this one rolling. But before that, we have some players of the week.
Yes, we do have a few players of the week. I do also want to add, I realize we have casted together, just not you and me. The four of us, if you missed it, casted
yeah.
last Saturday's matches, or the Saturday before last matches from the Nemesis Hype House. If you know, you know. But either way, we do have some players of the week to get into. We are running a bit behind right now, so we'll go ahead and just fly through these real quick. Starting out in Novice, we've got the one, the only Sky Newbie, absolutely popping off 529. We'll just round up to 530 score per game, 2.43 goals per game, 56% shooting, 0.43 average assists, and 1.29 saves. Absolutely insane statistics there.
Yes, sir, for sure. Man popped off this week. And next up, we got Prospect. JK's gonna take it. Averaged a whopping 585.86 points per game, 2.3 goals per game on 55% shooting. Man absolutely went off.
Absolutely. Not much more to say about that, but people popped off this week. Our next challenger player of the week actually had the lowest score per game of all the players of the week, but he still had 499, barely underneath 500 score per game, 1.5 goals per game, 50% shooting, 1 assist per game, and 1.83 saves per game. Absolutely insane statistics, honestly, this week for all the players. And this one for Challenger is going to go to Cardboard Box. Definitely earned there.
Yes, sir. You didn't have to do him like that, saying he's the lowest, but it's still well deserved. Up next, we got Rival. For that, the person who won Rivals Player of the Week got 506 points a game, 1.67 goals per game, and the exact same number of saves per game, actually. It's going to go to Drago.
Absolutely cracked player there. I'm not actually sure. Do you know which team Drago plays for?
He might actually play for the Panthers.
He
I
plays
think
for
he
the
might.
Panthers, so we will get a chance to see him actually. We'll talk a bit more about the matchup in a second. But before that, obviously, we have to get into Titan. No surprise with this player of the week. It feels like he's here all the time. We've got Luca coming in. Actually, just carried me in six mans as well, so thanks for that, buddy. Coming in at 501 score per game, 1.2 goals, 39% shooting, 0.89 assists, and 1.67 saves per game. Absolutely cracked player and definitely in consideration for one of the best players in the entire league.
Yes, sir. Well deserved to everyone who won Player of the Week. Let's get a little clap, and the moment's over. But next, going up to this game, it should be a good matchup here, merely.
Oh, most definitely. We've got two of the most talked about teams in the rival league, and for good reason. There's three teams that seem to have found their way ahead of the pack, and that's in the Chiefs, Hydra, and Panthers. Three top teams vying. And tonight we'll see two of those in the Chiefs facing off against the Panthers. Many people have said that the Panthers could potentially be the best team in the league. So this is definitely a lot at stake here in terms of pride. I think the Panthers have secured pretty much their playoff spot, but the Chiefs at 8-6, a little bit more shaky over there. Definitely should be a banger of a matchup, though.
No, definitely the Panthers have been on an absolute tear these past few weeks. I'm kind of looking, but I don't think they've dropped a series at least in the past 3 weeks, and they've taken down both Hydra and Pineapples. Um, but on the opposite end, the Chiefs are on a bit of a come up themselves. Getting Chipmunk Man at the trade deadline, and seem to be doing pretty good themselves afterwards.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge acquisition for them. Chipmunk leaving the Victory Org for the first time, actually, in his entire Nemesis career. He's been here since the start, even before the start. And the entire time he stayed in the same organization, but decided to make the move, moving out of that org into the Mafiosos, over to the Chiefs. And it could be just the player that Muffin and I believe Kinetic is their third. Could be just the player that they're looking to secure their spot as a top rival team. We'll have to see if they can find their way there. But before we get into this matchup, just got to ask you, as always, Jaegers, do you have a prediction for this one?
I do, and it's a very tough prediction, but I'm gonna have to say Chiefs in five. So,
Chiefs in five.
yes, sir.
That is a bold prediction. I think I'm going to take the opposite end. I do think it'll be a 5-game series, maybe just because I really want it to be, but also because these teams are very evenly matched, in my opinion. But I think the Panthers are going to edge it out. They've been on a great hot streak so far, especially in recent weeks, like you said, and I think they're going to continue to dominate. I think the Chiefs definitely have it in them to pull an upset, but I think it will be an upset if they're able to pull it off.
Most definitely. And since we both picked the opposite, let's put a little $5 bet on the outcome. Why not?
All right, you're on.
All
Five
right.
dollars goes to the winner of the prediction. All right, don't let me down, Panthers. You got this.
All right. Let's as the everyone's joining up the lobby. I'm excited for this one. I'm pumped.
Oh, I'm excited too, especially now like that we're gambling a little bit. My adrenaline's up. I'm excited. And starting off hot here, actually, Luis straight off the kickoff. Gonna make my prediction look pretty good, I must say.
Nice little goal 5 seconds in for Luis Baggins, getting on the scoreboard pretty quick.
And never mind, I realized that was actually the Chiefs that scored, not the Panthers. So, Luis, shame on you for making my prediction look bad. All right, you got this, Panthers. No bias from the casters, by the way.
Oh, no,
Whatsoever.
sir. No. Well, it's like, it balances out. It's 50-50.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
most definitely. Most
So
definitely.
yeah, for sure.
'Cause we are going to see Luis try to control this one. Luis is one of those players who rose up pretty quickly. Less than a year ago, he was in the Novice League, did very well down there, and now he's all the way up in the Rival League, looking to make even more of a name for himself. I'm sure you remember those days when Luis used to be Novice Jaegers.
I certainly do. The man has been on a tear recently as Chipmunk Man is going to get the pinch off the top of the crossbar for the goal.
And the Chiefs right now popping off. Muffin just barely misses, but Chipmunk is there to clean it up. That's a difficult read to read from the bar down, but Chipmunk does well. No hesitation, and now the Chiefs with a 2-goal lead.
2-goal lead. But back to what I was saying, merely like Louisville Baggins kind of had an unprecedented rise, going from novice to rival the next season he played in, and another player like that, Muffin Mateo, went from prospect to, I believe he's 1,700 now.
Yeah, he did hit 1,700 actually.
Kind of ridiculous. As what a save by Living Like Larry.
And we can see Luis there showing off his flicks. Definitely a higher level player than back in the day, but we're going to see Chipmunk Man trying to make his way down here. It's shut down by Larry. The Panthers will have an opportunity here. Haven't had so many thus far, but they will get a few as the ball's bouncing off the backboard. Draco gets the shot, and finally the Panthers will find themselves on the board.
The player of the week showing up with a nice back corner shot past the defense.
And that's a beautiful placement there. Wasn't too many spots that were open, but he reached across the far side and was able to find it. Now 3:30 left. Panthers only down by 1. It's anyone's game as things have settled out a little bit. Muffin looking to extend the Chiefs' lead, but he'll be shut down this time. Now Sand gets it out to Chipmunk. Gets an awkward touch, actually. This is going to allow the Panthers to retain possession.